Do you really believe that to get rich you have to work until you drop, save every penny, and hope for luck to knock on your door? Well, know that this is precisely the trap that keeps most people trapped in scarcity. King Solomon, the wisest and most prosperous man in history, reveals an ancient secret hidden from many, but capable of transforming the financial lives of those who dare to access it. And here's the controversial part. It has nothing to do with magic formulas, financial pyramids, or miracle tricks. On the contrary, it's a secret code that involves a wealth mindset, financial discipline, and a spiritual power capable of unlocking the flow of abundance. When you understand this principle, you discover that it's not you chasing money. It's money that starts chasing you. The great truth is that limitless wealth is not a privilege of a select few. Unlimited prosperity is a law, a living force, already available to those who learn to align faith, purpose, and wisdom. What Solomon applied to multiply wealth and attract eternal prosperity can indeed be put into practice today. The only question is, are you ready to discover what no one has ever told you about true prosperity? Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract money like a magnet, while others chase it without ever achieving it? Well, King Solomon reveals an ancient secret that reverses this. When the mindset of wealth takes root in your heart, fortune begins to seek you out. It's not about magic tricks or empty formulas, but about a wisdom that generates unlimited prosperity and creates a never-ending flow of abundance. Imagine that wealth isn't a locked vault, but a current flowing toward those who know how to align faith, purpose, and financial discipline. Gold in this sense isn't just a shiny metal, but a symbol of divine abundance that can multiply. When there's gratitude and generosity, this is precisely where the secret code of prosperity begins to reveal itself. Fortune isn't outside, but within each person's mindset. Those who learn to access this principle begin to see money differently, not as an end in itself, but as a powerful tool to realize dreams, help people, and build spiritual and material prosperity. This financial attraction, when activated, transforms the way we live, think, and act. And that's precisely why limitless wealth isn't just a distant promise, but a calling that has echoed since the time of Solomon. King Solomon was not just a ruler surrounded by gold and material abundance. He became the embodiment of divine wisdom applied to practical life. His wealth was so immense that, in his time, there was no comparison. Silver became so common it was almost worthless. But what few understand is that this boundless prosperity sprang not merely from chance or his father's inheritance, but from an ancient secret involving financial discipline, generosity, and gratitude. Solomon reveals, through his own story, that true fortune is born from a mindset of wealth. While many sought only to accumulate treasures, he applied spiritual and material principles that connected him to the flow of abundance. He ruled with purpose and faith, building not only temples of stone, but also eternal foundations of spiritual and material prosperity. It is as if he had deciphered a secret code of the law of prosperity that distinguished him from all the kings of his time. This symbol of power and unlimited prosperity still inspires those seeking to multiply wealth today. After all, if a man could, with wisdom and discipline, attract limitless wealth and rule with divine abundance, why not apply the same principles in today's life? The mystery of eternal prosperity did not die with Solomon. It lives on, just waiting to be activated in the minds of those who decide to access this ancient secret. King Solomon reveals, through his own journey, that unlimited prosperity is not born from gold stored in vaults, but from divine wisdom cultivated in the mind and heart. He knew that a wealth mindset is the fertile soil from which divine abundance springs, and that true fortune manifests when the spirit is aligned with the law of prosperity. It is not chance, it is not luck, it is a secret code, it is discipline, it is purpose. This ancient secret is based on the idea that those who govern themselves also govern their wealth. Solomon understood that spiritual prosperity precedes material prosperity. Therefore, before building his palaces, fortresses, and treasures, he built a life based on faith and gratitude. And when the flow of abundance was activated, money began to follow, multiplying wealth in proportions that still defy imagination. And the most interesting thing is how relevant this principle remains. Those who wish to attract eternal prosperity need to apply Solomon's wisdom in their daily lives. Instead of waiting for a stroke of luck, they can invest in continuous learning, cultivate financial discipline, and practice generosity. Finance books, personal development courses, and even simple actions, such as recording expenses or helping someone in need, are modern examples of how to activate this secret code to limitless wealth. Solomon understood that scarcity begins in the mind, and that it is also there that divine abundance finds space to flourish. He reveals that the wealth mindset works like a magnet. Those who think small attract limitations, but those who think big open doors to unlimited prosperity. It's as if the brain were a fertile field, capable of multiplying wealth whenever fed with faith, gratitude, and purpose. This divine wisdom can be applied today in very simple ways. For example, someone who constantly says, "I don't have any money," reinforces the blockage of the law of prosperity, while someone who changes their language to, "I am attracting new opportunities for material and spiritual prosperity," opens the door to new possibilities. This is why Solomon's ancient secret remains alive. Financial attraction begins in the mind before transforming into gold in the hands. Those who cultivate a prosperous mindset begin to act as those who already possess limitless wealth. This means investing in knowledge, maintaining financial discipline, and practicing generosity. Reading books like Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, or even biographies of entrepreneurs who turned hardship into fortune, are practical examples of how to expand your mind. And as this mindset strengthens, the flow of abundance activates, naturally leading to the next principle Solomon lived by. While many chase instant money, King Solomon asked for something far more valuable: divine wisdom. He understood that the mindset of true wealth arises from the ability to make the right decisions, understand the flow of abundance, and apply the law of prosperity with discipline. And it was precisely this request that activated unlimited prosperity in his life, bringing not only gold and fortune, but also honor, power, and spiritual abundance. The ancient secret he reveals is clear: those with wisdom can multiply wealth in any scenario. Imagine someone who, instead of asking for a lottery prize, chooses to learn solid financial strategies. This knowledge allows you to build material prosperity step by step. Whether by investing in real estate, stocks, or undertaking purposeful businesses, wealth never runs dry when it is born of wisdom, for it is the source that never runs dry. Solomon's request shows us that limitless wealth comes not first from the pocket, but from a mind and heart prepared to prosper. Those who seek knowledge, cultivate financial discipline, and act with faith awaken the same energy that moved the most prosperous king in history. And once wisdom is in command, eternal prosperity begins to manifest in all areas of life, making room for the next revealed principle. King Solomon knew that those who hold on to money too tightly end up blocking the flow of abundance. He reveals that unlimited prosperity lies not in hoarding without purpose, but in sharing with gratitude. By opening his hand to give, he activated the ancient secret of eternal prosperity, that wealth multiplies when it passes from hand to hand. It's not chance, it's the law of prosperity. This principle can still be seen in practice today. How many people do we know who, even with limited resources, are generous and never go without? Donations, offerings, simple acts of kindness, or even buying someone a coffee may seem like small gestures, but they create a wealth mindset that attracts material and spiritual prosperity. It's as if gratitude were the password to access limitless wealth. Solomon shows us that generosity doesn't impoverish, it enriches. Those who sow divine abundance through the act of giving reap eternal prosperity in all areas of life. This divine wisdom reveals that the gold given returns multiplied, bringing even greater wealth. And it is precisely in this flow that the wealth mindset grows, paving the way for even deeper principles. King Solomon understood that unlimited prosperity does not arise from chaos, but from order. His life reveals that limitless wealth requires financial discipline and organization of every detail. It was no coincidence that he built majestic temples, powerful fortresses, and entire cities. Every resource was planned and multiplied with divine wisdom. Spiritual and material prosperity only go hand in hand when this solid foundation exists. In practice, discipline means managing the little before receiving the much. If someone can't manage a salary today, how will they manage a fortune? Simple examples already demonstrate the power of this principle: recording expenses, setting aside part of income for investments, or even maintaining an emergency fund. These are habits that reflect the secret code of prosperity, paving the way for the flow of abundance to manifest. The truth is that Solomon reveals that fortune isn't just about having money, but about knowing how to multiply wealth responsibly. When there's purpose and order, gold doesn't slip through our fingers. And the greater the discipline, the greater the ability to attract eternal prosperity. This law of prosperity lives on, sustaining the journey of those who desire to live not only in material abundance, but in something even more powerful. For King Solomon, money was never an end in itself. He reveals that limitless wealth is merely a tool when there is a greater purpose. This divine wisdom shows that wealth and material abundance find true meaning when they are in the service of something eternal, driven by faith and aligned with spiritual prosperity. It is purpose that gives direction to gold, not the other way around. In practical life, we see this all the time. One person can become rich and lose everything quickly because they lacked a clear purpose. Another, with fewer resources, prospers continually because they understand their mission and act with faith. When you put the law of prosperity to work for something greater than just paying bills, the flow of abundance intensifies. This is why Solomon multiplied wealth and ruled. With power, he knew exactly what each treasure was for. This ancient secret lives on today. Those who define a purpose aligned with faith attract opportunities that seem to appear out of nowhere. It's as if the entire universe conspires in favor of those who know where they want to go. Eternal prosperity in this context is not only material, but also spiritual. And when faith and purpose come together, the wealth mindset reaches a new level, paving the way for the practical application of this secret code. King Solomon's ancient secret isn't stuck in the past. It can be applied today at any stage of life. It reveals that unlimited prosperity arises from simple but consistent choices. Cultivating a wealth mindset, living with gratitude, practicing generosity, and aligning faith with purpose. This is the true secret code for transforming scarcity into divine abundance and doubt into eternal prosperity. In practice, applying these principles is more accessible than it seems. You can start by setting aside a few minutes each day to seek wisdom, whether by reading financial books like Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or studying the stories of great leaders who multiplied their wealth. Another practical step is to organize your finances, record your income and expenses, plan your investments, and adopt financial discipline. Every small action activates the law of prosperity. And most powerfully, align your money with your life purpose. When you understand that wealth is the fuel to fulfill your mission, financial attraction becomes natural. Gratitude, faith, and discipline make room for the flow of abundance to manifest every day. Thus, Solomon's ancient secret ceases to be a distant tale and becomes a living formula, capable of generating spiritual and material prosperity for those who choose to apply it.